we do. We love Fridays. Happy Friday. Good to see you. Jump on in. Take a half a minute for yourself today. Take a little bit of time for yourself. So every single day at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, we do this. I'm going to move my microphone. Hopefully it doesn't make too much noise there. Sorry. We talk about insulin resistance because it's literally the core of everything. And so if we can let's just go to the core. Let's not stop wasting time. Blah, 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 blah. We waste so much time putting Band-Aids on everything and we don't get to the core of everything. It's just silly. Silly, silly, silly. So how are you doing today? Do you have any plans for the weekend? I'd love to know. If you have anything exciting planned. I have a very busy weekend. We're going out of town next week, as I'm sure a lot of people are, for the 4th of July. How did this happen? How are we here? I don't even know. Today's topic, you guys, is going to be stop guessing how to lose weight, how to burn fat through the lens of insulin resistance. And I'm going to actually give you this super simple 10-second protein trick to help you burn fat without spiking your insulin. How does that sound? Jump on in. Okay, so speaking of 4th of July being next week, you guys, that's coming up fast. I mean, that's it's a week from today. We won't be live. It's a week from today. So I already know that everybody is, okay, we're we're looking down the barrel, right? We have family reunions. We've got bonfires and camping and road trips. I'm doing the road trip. Anybody else? We live in Minnesota. And so we'll be going from Minnesota. We're going to go up to Harvey, North Dakota. That's where my mother-in-law lives. She's 92. God bless her. I love it so much. She's healthy and amazing. And we're going to go pick her up, and then we're going to drive down to the Black Hills of South Dakota. We lived there for 8 years in the 90s. So we're doing the road trip thing. I'm going to be off schedule. I'm going to be out of routine. I'm going to have food thrown at me because it's going to be a constant conversation. That's everything that you do, right? You're going to stop to eat at the fast food place. You're going to go to the restaurant. You're going to visit somebody's home. You're going to go to the parade. They're throwing candy in your face. It's a deal. It's a real deal, you guys. Okay. So this is why I want to talk about protein today, so that maybe over the weekend, you could do just a couple of things in your life that will help you move forward. So remember, the core conversation. I was raised by a type 2 insulin dependent dad who died at 63. This is the impetus for why I even talk about this literally all the time. It is absolutely criminal to me. It's criminal that we do not know, seemingly, that this is all reversible. I'm not a doctor, right? I'm just your friend, but this is all reversible. And what's even more criminal to me is that somebody who is type 2 diabetic, and this is not the conversation for today, but I'm just going to tell you what ticks me off. Why is somebody, good morning, Magda, good to see you. Why is somebody, Marilyn? Okay, good. I'm glad. Yes, this will be very helpful for people, very practical. It's a little 10-second trick. Why, if you are type 2 diabetic, are you not told that drinking a Coke or a Dr. Pepper and you don't even have to I just want to know why that's not being taught, that's pure poison to your body. This was never meant to be a terminal diagnosis, and it ticks me off. Man, it really riles me up. I have to move my water because I keep bumping it. I had a couple of really, really good testimonies come in yesterday. One was specifically about inches lost and 4 pounds. And I'm trying to remember if she said a half an inch or an inch. I'd have to look at it. I don't like to say things that aren't true. And she's only been 3 weeks on the total body reset. She's very, very excited. That's to say the least. And then the other one was about her A1, her sugar levels coming down. And I just want to yell from the mountaintops, why is it so hard to have this conversation to say, listen, you guys, I'm just telling you, change the way that you eat and change the way that you supplement and become very specific. And this goes away. It literally goes away. It can, but we're not given that conviction. We're not given that in-depth conversation to be had. So that's what we're going to do today. So when I talk about protein, I talk very specifically about getting protein in that does not spike your sugars. And I feel like that's probably one of the biggest conversations that we have, confusions that we have. We think that no matter what it says it's protein, it's good for us. So 768-652. 768-652. I just did a little code thing because I wanted to get into my where my testimonies are. Okay. So when I talk about that, people are like, we have this confusion over everything is protein and everything is then good. Everything is, whether it's a protein bar or a protein shake, or whether it's soy protein, or whether it's plant protein, or whether it's protein in legumes, or whether it's protein in meat or dairy, it's all the same. It's all equal. It's all good. And I am just here to tell you that that is not true when you're insulin resistant. Oh, Marilyn, yes, the total body reset is amazing. And I will tell you, you're on my Instagram. So that will go away. I can screenshot you though. I'll reach out when I'm done. At the top of my Instagram page, there's a little highlight bubble. And it says total body reset. You can click on that. Wait till we're off live. But you can click on that and you can see some testimonies in there, but then I'll reach out to you. Anyway, and it's just not true. When you enter insulin resistant land, recognize the land you're in and don't go back to your old ways until you've exited the land. Okay. How does it sound? You will become more metabolically flexible. You will get to the point where things aren't as, triggering for your body to like do all the things. We spike our sugars and spike our sugars and spike our sugars, and our pancreas just keeps on releasing insulin to go after it. It's like that Pac-Man. Waka, 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 waka. It takes the sugar and puts it into your cell. You have energy. Yay. That's a normal functioning body. When you're insulin resistant, your cell says, I changed the lock. I'm so over this like constant filling up of insulin and sugar. Like, you need to leave me alone now. See ya, bye-bye. And so while we are insulin resistant and until that cell opens back up again, you're just going to gain fat in your belly. You're going to gain weight. You're going to keep on spiking your sugars. You're going to be exhausted. You're going to lose sleep. You're going to end up with a fatty liver. You're going to have bouts of gout, in your feet. All of these things that you're going to stay medicated. All of these things are still just going to continue. It's how I ended up at the 2X. Like it just keeps on going, right? But there's a trick. So let's talk about the trick. Let's get into that because that excites me. Jan, good to see you. I was thinking about you yesterday. I was like, I wonder where Jan is. I wonder how she's doing. All right. So are your healthy proteins secretly stalling your weight loss? Bum, 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 right? Okay. So here's my 10-second trick. It's actually not mine. I got it from other people. Like this is common knowledge now. Okay. So for like, when you look at, if I'm going to choose all if I'm going to choose all my proteins, I'm always going to choose the fattier proteins. I just, are you maybe me? You want to eat the bacon. You want to eat the pork rib or the burnt ends, the pork burnt ends that you can get, or you want to eat you don't want the pork loin, because that's the white meat of the pork. You want the pork steak, which is the darker meat of the pork, and it's fattier. Okay. The same thing maybe with regular steak. I want the ribeye. I want the prime rib. I actually don't like the filet mignon, which is actually the leanest, right? It's just not my thing. I'm sure it's amazing. I'm sure it's like butter. I'm sure that it is. But if I'm going to choose a ribeye. Like this is just my tendency. Okay. And so, understanding pieces that like Maria Emmerich has taught has helped me so much. And so over the years of studying and over the years of listening to other people, I've learned these little simple tricks. So this is a really good way to do it. When you look at a protein serving, okay, first of all, we're not getting our protein from legumes. Okay, so we're going to set those aside. We're not doing legumes. I'm talking about using animal proteins. Very specifically, that's for a lot of different reasons, but we're talking about using like meat and eggs and, Greek yogurt, etc. Okay. But I will tell you that even inside of that world, like if you're going to try to live on bacon all the time and you're wondering why your fat loss has stalled, because there are always going to be layers and tweaks, you guys, right? Calories do play a role. It's just that the way that we've been taught about calories is really, really, really wrong and harmful. It's downright harmful because for decades now, we've been indoctrinated to believe that it doesn't matter what you eat as long as you eat in a calorie deficit. That's BS. They were lying to you so that they could market to you the little 100 calorie snack packs. It's only 100 calories, but it's pure sugar. They are Oreos. Like, right? And so when you're insulin resistant, that little 100 calorie snack pack of Oreos it's like poison to your body. It doesn't serve you. Okay. It doesn't serve your blood sugars. It doesn't serve your insulin response. It doesn't serve your belly fat. It doesn't serve you, especially if you're on medication already. It doesn't serve you. So that's where calories, we have to throw them out. But then now we're going to come back over here and we're going to redefine them. Okay. So look at a serving of protein. Let's say that you had, I wish I had an example on me. So much of my stuff does not have boxes, barcodes, or bags. They're not boxes, barcodes, or bags. Dr. Ben Bickman says that I don't even have something to show you. Even the yogurt that I had this morning, it's an Oikos 000. I do know this. So my Oikos 000, I'm going to do this without even looking at it because I think I'm right, has 15 grams of protein. Add a 0 to that 15, make it 150. The actual container is 90 calories. So my protein is way higher than my calories. Ding, 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 ding. That's your 10-second trick. Okay. Now I have Amy Lou breakfast sausages in my refrigerator. I guess I do have things. My Amy Lou breakfast sausages, the protein is 12. If I eat 3 breakfast sausages, it's a chicken sausage. And so therefore 12 grams of protein, add a 0, 120. But the calories are 130. Now that's not bad, but it's still higher than the protein. And I didn't do the trick when I bought them. Now, if you had a Johnson or a Jones, not Johnson, Jones, I think is the brand name that you can get at Costco. They're really good chicken. They're really good sausages. They're not chicken, they're pork. They do chicken, but I don't like their chicken. And the calories are going to be way higher because pork is fattier. Pork is higher. So when you start looking at those calories, like if you were to do bacon right now, you would see that the protein ratio to the calorie content, protein is way lower than the calorie content because of the fat in the bacon. Does that make sense to you? I'm going to kind of keep flushing this out a little bit for you. Hold on. So for fat loss, the point is that you can't keep eating high calorie, high fat meats or foods and expect your body to burn fat. Now, if you're a carnivore, and you probably aren't on my content if you are, maybe, but carnivores, they kind of have a different rule of thumb. They kind of are doing their own thing a little bit. And I'm so good with that. That's totally fine. That's a different category of what we're talking about. Okay. Just to kind of let you know. So take the grams of protein that you're serving and add a 0. Is it 12 grams? Make it 120. If it's 15 grams, make it 150. Got it? An egg has 6 grams. Let's do an egg. An egg has 6 grams of protein. So that would be 60. I think that the calories are equal. Are the calories equal or a little higher? Eggs might be a little higher. Okay. But that's because of the yolk, right? So oftentimes that's why you'll see people like Maria Emmerich teach the egg white bread. She teaches how to use egg whites in your chocolate pudding. She teaches you how to maybe, just kind of mix and match a little bit with your, like doing something with egg whites and then kind of maybe using those yolks over here for maybe an ice cream that you're making. Because it doesn't mean you can't. It just means that you don't live that way. Because what you're doing is you're maybe beating your head against a wall a little bit and wondering why you're not getting the results that you want. So if the calories are less than or equal to the protein times 10, it's a really good choice. If the calories are higher, it's too fatty. I really want people to get this because these types of tweaks, this is what has made a world of difference in my ability to just make good choices on the fly and keep my body going in the same direction. You know how I've said, the story isn't that I lost the 3 sizes in my 50s after my cycle stopped, even though that's true. You can see I started my 50s as a 2X. Even though that's true, the story is that I've kept it off. And I'm still just tweaking. I'm still on my own journey, right? So now I've used the fat burner. That's the part of the total body reset, the orange pixie stick. That has helped me to lose inches, right? And I'm on my journey just like you guys. My cat is meowing at me. You can come up here. If you can jump it, you can be up here. It's a high chair though. You'd have to jump high because I'm online. If you didn't know, Gracie, I have people watching me right now. Good morning, Patty. Good to see you. Very good to see you. So this is like simple science. Now, protein supports your blood sugar balance and your muscle maintenance. This is why all of this matters so much. Supporting your blood sugar control and your muscle maintenance. You guys, listen, I'm not interested in losing muscle. I'm just not. I'm 60. I don't want to do that. I want to be strong, right? But your blood sugar, like this morning now I had some eggs and I had a yogurt and I did have leftover, as I talk about pork, right? I happened to buy it a couple of weeks ago. I did smoked pulled pork from Costco. So I had a little bit left over of that with some cauliflower rice. So I mixed that up with my eggs, blah, blah, blah. It was divine. I don't even know how much protein. It was just a lot of protein. It was good. But now my blood sugar will be stable for a very, very, very long time. So if your blood sugar is stable, you don't call on a lot of insulin. Your pancreas isn't releasing so much insulin. Okay. And when your insulin is high, your your fat burning switch gets turned off if your insulin is high. Off. Okay, that needs to be understood. So if my blood sugars can stay stable and I don't have to call on a lot of insulin, my cell has time to just rest. I'm not storing more fat because insulin is a fat storing hormone. And if you give it too much fuel, it's just going to store it as fat. I don't have to do that, right? So that's very important. Fat is not the enemy. It's not. However, too much paired with insulin resistance equals a stall. It just equals a stall. And that's what's frustrating. You can break your stall like right now, right? So think about it. Fat is energy dense and it adds up fast. So it's very energy dense and it's just your calories go boom, 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 boom. They kind of like leapfrog. So you don't need zero fat. We're not fat free. No. That's really what got us into a pickle because they put sugar in everything to replace the fat that had all the flavor. But you do need smart ratios. And this is just a really good trick to like put in your back pocket and have on you, okay? So to speak. So you know what? Like if you are in menopause, this would be a really good hack. Less marbled meats and maybe more shellfish and lean poultry. Okay. That would be a really good menopause tip. If you're a really busy mom and you are running around all the time, pre-cook maybe plain chicken, turkey patties, and hard-boiled eggs. Okay. That would be a really good trick for a busy mom. An on-the-go tip, that's going to be my universe as we travel for the 4th of July road trip out of like routine, constantly, eating what, according to everybody else's schedule, eating fast food a lot, eating out a lot. I do not make people eat the way that I eat. I do not make people make their decisions based on me. It's better if you just pay no attention and I'll figure it out. And I'm a big girl. You do not have to redo your world for me ever. Don't worry about me. I'll figure it out. But a good on the go tip is a protein shaker with Greek yogurt and collagen. So the protein that I use, I've talked about it before. Do I have it on my site? It's a grass-fed whey protein powder, strawberry vanilla chocolate. It's sweetened with stevia, and the ratio is really good. It has 30 grams. I mean, this is a really good ratio, you guys. This is ridiculous. 30 grams of protein. So that would be 300. And what are the calories? Oh, man. Are the calories 90? I mean, that's a really good ratio. And so then they're saying like you could even add in some Greek yogurt and collagen if you wanted to. That's a really good ratio. That's what I did. I don't have it near me because I've already emptied it out. I took a glass jar. This has my gut primer in it right now, but I took a glass jar like this and I filled it up with my chocolate grass-fed whey protein powder. And I took it with me last week to Denver. And I would just grab a scoop, put it in my shaker bottle, down it. I used water. I just used water. Normally at home, maybe I'll use an unsweetened almond milk. That doesn't add that many calories. But I would just use water. And then I would use that as a snack. I would use that as like, if I wasn't sure about what was going to be offered for something, or if I knew I was going to a dessert social and I probably wasn't, there's not going to be anything there for me, I'm going to drink that before I go. These are the hacks and the tricks that I do all the time. And it really does matter. I'm actually just going to look up the calories here really quick because I can. The strawberry is out of, okay. Strawberry's out of stock, coming very soon though, just in a couple of days. The chocolate is out of stock. It's so popular, you guys. And that'll be within a week now. So they're both close. Okay. So I'll just look at the vanilla because that is available. Let me see what the calories are. 130. So a little higher than I was thinking. So, but 30 grams of protein, add a 0, make that 300. The calories, 130. Such a good ratio. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And it's because it's sweetened with, first of all, it's grass-fed. It only has 5 flavors. And then second of all, it's sweetened with stevia. So you're not piling up the calories because of sugar. That's a really good thing. So it's a great thing to have on hand. Okay. So that's on the go tip. Grab some yogurt, grab some Greek yogurt and have that on hand. Have protein that has a really good ratio to it. Things like that. Collagen is a good add-on protein. I drink aminos. I don't think anybody else makes one like the one I have, but I drink aminos that are really good proteins. What else? Those are just some really good tips. And then summer idea. This is a really good one just for summer in general. So if you have people maybe coming to visit you, or you're going to the cabin, or you're doing whatever, just cold chicken salad with lemon, herbs, and then you can even skip the mayo and the oil, or you can make your own, and you can determine like how much you use of that and how much you make of, how fat you make it, etc. I would not recommend going and buying light mayonnaise or anything. Like, look at the ingredients. You're just going to be so saddened. It's trash. It's just trash. Okay. But you know what? This is what you could do this weekend. You could audit 5 proteins that are in your pantry, your refrigerator, your kitchen this weekend. You can look in there and you can like use that protein formula. Protein per serving, add a 0. Is it higher or lower than the calories of what you're eating? Okay. Audit like 5 things in your kitchen this weekend. Okay. And then pick 2 new clean proteins to shop for. Like, lean proteins, a chicken breast is better than a chicken thigh. You could even look at turkey bacon, and depending upon the ingredients, because I don't know what's out there for turkey bacon, I don't buy it, but I would rather just like save my fat and have the real thing. That's me. But turkey bacon, pork tenderloin would be leaner than a pork steak, etc. Choosing really lean ground beef would be better than, let's say, eating, a ribeye, which of course I would rather have a ribeye. It doesn't mean you have to always do this. It just means that you put this into play so that you're mindful, because if you're at a stall, you're frustrated. You're thinking you're constant, like you're never going to figure this out. You're thinking that like you're just doomed. This is just old age. This is what it is. It is what it is. It's never going to change. I can't change my body shape. I can't change my composition. I can't change my stall. And all this just rolls around in your head, and it's not true. It's not true. So a little tweak here and a little tweak there, and you're like, ooh, I'm moving again. And then you feel really, really good about that, right? Yeah. Add walking into your life. That can also help, but that's not about protein today. So batch cook and portion out 3 go-to meals using this formula. This is a really, really helpful thing to do. Like, for instance, if you're going to do the chicken salad, obviously that would be very high in protein. And they were recommending to skip the mayo and just do lemon squeezes in there. I don't know if, maybe I'd be willing to like go half and half. I mean, I have to have something in there, right? But I'm just saying, like, but there are things that you can do to make things so much better. So, like, for instance, now chicken patties, Amy Lou has chicken patties at Costco, or you can always make your own. You can always make your own. And doing chicken patties or do chicken tenders out of like regular chicken breast, right? But then making sure that you are also counting all of those protein grams so that you can be getting way up on your protein, way up. Do you guys have my protein guide? Have you guys been given that on the StreamYard here on Facebook and YouTube? There, you'll see my site there. It's my first last name.com. And if you go there, I'll show you where the protein guide is. I think this will help a lot of people. It's just free. My first last name.com. So Kirsten Liebelt, KirstenLiebelt.com. And this is what it looks like. There's my picture. Okay. And when you do one little scroll here, you'll see these buttons. This is so that you can message me or so that you can jump into the Facebook group, Ditch Insulin Resistance for Women. There's my Instagram. That's texting me. That's Messenger. And that's the Facebook group. Right underneath that, right there, grab your free protein guide. Right there. There we go. And this is what it looks like. It gives you protein ideas, how much protein is in something. It gives you what you need, okay? And then if you go back, see, Ufta. I'm telling you, I am such an apple girl. I'm such an apple person. Go back. So there was the free protein guide right there. This is where you'll be able to see the different lists that I talk about, etc. Okay, different products. And there's a phone number right down here that you can message me at. You can text me. Okay, just so that you know everything is there for you. Very, very easy. Absolutely, Tamiko. Let me know what you're looking for, okay? And I will send stuff over for sure. But if you know how to then choose some better proteins for the weekend, if you know how to meal prep just a little bit, you can actually get super creative in how you prepare for the 4th of July. Like maybe you want to use chicken breasts and maybe you could smoke them. You could, shred them with like bone broth in your slow cooker, and you can go and find a sugar-free barbecue sauce. I'm just telling you, like, there are so many good options out there now. We are not lacking for really good products in the marketplace for that. Okay. But post your audit, post your prep, put it in the comments right here. If you're on the replay, like post what you found, or, like, were you surprised by one of the proteins that you audited? Were you excited about it? Did you go out and buy something different? Did you like make a meal prep for the week and you're really proud of yourself? You need to be able to be encouraged. And I talk about this with the girls in the group, Ditch Insulin Resistance for Women. Like, be proud of yourself and your movements and your accomplishments in that. Okay. Like, don't hesitate to like celebrate yourself and be like, woohoo, because you want to be able to accelerate your results. And if nobody ever comes along and gives you a tip or a trick to accelerate your results, you might just give up. You might have just been hanging on today. And now you're like, you know what? I can give it another shot. I'll go this weekend and I'll pay attention to my proteins, or over, when I go to buy the bratwurst, when I go to buy the hot dogs, when I go to buy the whatever for next week, I'm actually going to become a label reader. And I'm going to see what's out there, what's available that I actually could tap into. Look at, oh my goodness, the Johnsonville has corn syrup in it. I didn't know that a bratwurst would have corn syrup in it. How stupid is that? Like, that's how you have to think and talk to yourself. Well, that's dumb. I'm going to look for a different brand. Oh, look it's twice as expensive. Okay, well, it is the 4th of July. I'll pay $9 for this package of bratwurst this time because it's a better choice, and then maybe I just won't buy it again for a while at, $3.25 because it's made with corn syrup. You understand that that's why it's cheap, right? It's just tragic. It's so tragic. And I get it. I really do. But we also want to be able to love our holiday. We want to love our social engagements. We want to enjoy time with our family and our friends. And we don't want to say no to freaking everything all the time. So we do have to then maybe bring something for ourselves that fits within our thought process or within what we're, wanting to accomplish. But you can do it. And then if you want to really accelerate what's going on in your body, just like Marilyn was saying, what is the total body reset? That is when I talk to you guys every day about the trio and the gut reset protocol and the fat burner. And she did all of it. And her results, she just did such a good job. I'm so proud of her. So let me see here. Okay, so this is the first testimony. This is a glucose one. So her glucose has gone now from 256 down to 230 just by using the supplements. That's very exciting. That makes me very happy. And then the other one was, let me find it. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Here it is. So it hasn't even been a month, and this is the total body reset. And she says, I've lost 2 inches in my waist, and I've lost 4 pounds, and it hasn't even been a month since I started your program. I'm stoked. Yay, go me. And then I just said, that's freaking fantastic, and I'm excited. And she said, thank you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have known about this. And coming up. And I love the combination of, we're not just putting Band-Aids so that you guys can lose weight or lose inches, although that's exciting, but we want the lab results. You want to go into a different direction. You want to go like, I'm backing out of meds. I'm backing out of my appointments. I'm backing out of this calendar management lifestyle. I'm backing out, and I'm going to feel good, and I'm going to have energy, and I'm going to create memories, and good, the list goes on. Right? I'm going to button my jeans. I'm going to not feel like it's, I've got mushroom all over, falling over my jeans all the time. I'm going to fill in the blank. I'm feel good enough to get down on the floor with my grandbabies. I'm going to travel without swollen ankles. I'm going to buy a different size, etc. Right? So it just looks like this. This is super simple. And I feel like I did. Hold on. Can you guys give me just a second? I'm going to pick this up off the floor. Hold on. Don't mind me. Here I go. Funny. I dropped my orange pixie stick. So hold on. So basically the trio are 3 supplements that have the 3 ingredients that help with insulin sensitivity. And you guys, this is where I started a little over 10 years ago. This one is out of stock, but I have it inventoried in my home. This is for your glucose. This is your little natural OZ, if you know what I mean. So very popular product. It's out of stock. I'm not shocked by that. That's why I inventory it. So always reach out. But this is the trio. Very simple. You take this one 3 times a day. You take the other 2 twice a day, and it's a 1-month supply. And this has helped so much to bring down sugars and insulin and level up your liver function and your metabolism. Like, that's the trifecta of what you're trying to accomplish. Okay. And then she added in the gut primer and the probiotic, because most everybody has, if you probably have leaky gut. Maybe you've even lost your gallbladder, and you could be dealing with indigestion or constipation, or just your blood sugars are whacked out, and you know that you need this, you need something to like heal and seal your gut. Well, this is not just a greens product. I have a greens product. I have one. It's sweetened with stevia, tastes amazing. It's from our organics line. It's great. That's not this. This is 6 products in one. 6 in one container. Okay. And then the probiotic, put it on your tongue every day. Tastes like the bottom of a cereal bag. So that's pillar number 2. And then the pillar number 3 is the orange pixie stick. And this is like you are a child eating candy because that's what it tastes like. But this was made for a sports nutrition line. And this is like it's supposed to be, you can use it for a pre-workout to enhance your fat loss results. Well, it targets visceral fat. And if anybody knows how bad that is for you, you know that this is something you're wanting to help you with. But the cool fallout is the inches that are lost right in here in the trunk. Make sure you measure underneath your bra, your waist, and your hips, and watch the inches change. Like she said, she's lost, did she say 2 inches? It hasn't even been 3 weeks for her. And she said 2 inches off her waist and 4 pounds. That should excite everybody. Okay. So again, and what she has also poised herself to do now because of that, what she's poised herself to do is she has poised herself for the customer campaign where when you purchase 150 or more 3 months in a row, you get paid back on that third month, $75. You get it right off of that order. Bam, gone. $75, huge. But some people want to start with just one pillar, etc. Always reach out to me, okay? And I will help you with that. But the testimonies, you guys, the testimonies are so amazing. When you guys talk to me about your glucose coming down and you talk to me about losing inches and all of these pieces, the pièce de résistance is when you give me your lab results and you tell me that your A1C went from a 6 point something to a 5 point something and your doctor put not diabetic in your chart. Like that's the cream of the crop. Yes, I want you to lose weight. I want you to lose sizes just like me. I lost 3 in my 50s. I want you to do all of that. But I'll tell you, it's your lab results that matter the most because you need longevity. You need to learn how to fish so that you never go back to the meds again, so that you never go back to all of those appointments again, so that you never feel like trash every day when you wake up again. You know, I said it yesterday. I said, if I could bottle the way that I feel, maybe I said it, I thought it, I don't know. Maybe I didn't actually say it. But if I could bottle how I feel and sell it to you, you would immediately change everything you're doing. And it wouldn't even be hard. I'm just telling you. All of the crap that we have is a result of the lifestyle that we're living. 99% of everything is coming from lifestyle. And we think it's getting older and slower metabolism, and this is just the way it is, and genetic this and genetic that, and blah, 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 because that's the intention, to have you chasing your tail and living on meds in their world. Well, I was like, I'm so not interested in your world. Your world had my dad dead at 63 with meds everywhere. Shooting up insulin in his belly twice a day, heart surgeries, emergency this and emergency that, kidney dialysis, puking. That was their plan? No. Nothing they gave him even managed, much less reversed. But these are tips that can actually help you reverse what's going on in your body. So I would love to know anybody that wants to apply that protein rule in their world this weekend. I'd love to know if you do it. Send me pictures, even if it's not on a replay. You can DM them to me in my messenger. You can DM them to me in my Instagram messages. You can text me again, just for reference. My site is my first last name.com, kirstenliebelt.com, and it's on Facebook. And when you pull it up, it looks like this. My picture is here. And when you just scroll up right here, those moving buttons right there, that's how you can get a hold of me. You can either jump into the Facebook group there, or you can message me there. You can send me a picture in Instagram or Messenger. And then at the very, very, very bottom, there's a phone number you could text me at. You could send me a picture there. If you're wanting to know the total body reset, that is right above all of these pictures. It's right there. It's right there. I have like a 5-minute video I did specifically for you to understand. If you're a video person, you may not be. If you just want the free protein guide, right there. Okay. but there's a lot going on in terms of supporting and encouraging and giving you a track to run on and a blueprint of transformation. You can, if you will understand that this is where you're headed, losing sizes, getting off of meds, losing inches, glucose coming down. If you can understand that this is where you're headed, you will stay on the journey long enough to see it happen, see it come to fruition, and you will serve your family better, yourself better. Everybody around you will be better off because you did what it took to actually take back your health. So many people win when you take these steps. I hope you understand that. Okay. Last note is make sure that when you do order, register for your free account. Don't check out as a guest. Don't do that. You'll miss out on good shipping. You'll miss out on the campaign. You'll miss out on stuff. Don't do that. Because then I have to try. I had somebody do it the other day, checked out as a guest and missed that first month in of the 3 months so that she could get $75 off on her third month. It's like, oh, I got to tell you guys these things. Secondly, after the 4th of July, after you have had all of your fun, you've done all of your bonfires and your camping and your family reunions and your parades and your fireworks and all of the things, that Monday, the 7th, we'll be doing the challenge in the group, Ditch Insulin Resistance for Women. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. The middle of the summer is the best time to to get on a track, so that you are not blindsided come pumpkin latte season. This is the best time for you to make tweaks and to do things because you are able to be out and about. I suppose maybe down in Florida, it's hot. Up here, we're out and about. We're walking, we're moving. We're in Minnesota. We're like, thank you, Jesus. The grass is green and no snow is falling. So we're moving, right? We're like in motion. And so this is a really good time then to take care of these things and to go, okay, I'm going to practice grilling up meats and having them in my fridge. I'm going to use the Traeger that I haven't used for a couple of years, and I'm going to start smoking some meats. I'm going to, whatever it is, and you can get yourself going. I'm going to make egg salad, and I'm going to bring that to every place I go because then I know I can eat egg salad. You get the picture. Okay. All right. Have the best weekend ever. Do something for you. Make it count. Make it matter for your own universe. Okay. And I will reach back out to the people. I can see messages coming in already. So I will reach back out to you and chat with you soon. I'll be back Monday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So have such a good day and weekend.